There we go. So let me go ahead and get my screen sharing. Okay. So this evening, we're going to be talking about recording booth sales. We'll go over the gift of caring, hometown hero, kind of what the difference is with that, and talk also about that virtual cookie link again. So with the booth sales, you want to just remember that you can record the sales for booths that are assigned in eBuddy. So if you chose them or it was ones that we uploaded for your troop through your service unit, then you can assign those cookies automatically with the cookies and payments, and we'll show you how to do that in just a moment. You also can assign booth sales for booths that you may have done on your own. And it's just like doing an ad transaction to the girl, but you'll just have to figure out what cookies you're assigning in and how much money it is to those girls. So we're going to go ahead and get started here with the demo. And so let me just come on over here. We're going to go to the boost sites and just show you if you did select sites already. We can go on this little drop down. You'll see it says record sales. And so here, this is listing your booths. So you can go ahead and click on the booth. So if you did a booth here at the Shops at Anytown Mall, you would just put in what your total of the cookies were. So if you did 3 lemon ups and 5 trefoils and 8 do-si-dos and 15 Samoas and 6 tags and 17 Thin Mints and 2 s'mores and a toffee. You can go ahead and put that number in. So if you sold 56 packages, then you would just want to make sure who was there. So what girls. So this troop one is that virtual link. So you're not going to choose that one, but you would fit here for our 3 girls. So then you can click the purple distribute button there to distribute those sales. And so you'll see now that they're dividing up with the girls. And then you can click this orange submit sale. And so now it tells you site sales numbers are updated and they're submitted to the girl. So now when we go back to the girl orders, when we click on the girl, you'll see down here it shows the Shops at Anytown Mall there. It shows that was a little check off that was a booth. It recorded it automatically and it broke it down and assigned the cookies here. So she got 19 cookies. It shows the $96 was due. It was paid $96 because the troop got that money there for those cookies. So it shows you the balance due was 0 for that sale from it. So that's how it does. And when you go through each of the girls, again, you'll just see on there for them. If you do have an odd amount, it will, this one I guess it was actually even, but sometimes you'll see that one girl may have an extra package compared to the other girls there because it does assign all of them out, whatever number that you put in there to it. So that's how easy it again. So I'll just show you that again, that you're going to do record sales and you would just pick that location. And again, you're just going to put in the number of cookies that you sold there. Okay, and then again, you select your girls. If you had like a big troop where you had like 15, 20 girls, you could deselect and then just go back and actually select the few girls that may have been at that booth. That might be a little easier, so you can always do that and distribute. And then again, you're going to go ahead and submit that sale from it there. So that's how it's go ahead and put that in there. And so again, so like this one is one of those odd ones. So I'll just show you how it just broke it down. So she got 22 and then Gemma, she got 21. Okay, so it will assign them all out from it. So it does have that. So I do see a question coming in there. So Sabrina, can you read the question to me?
Right. If one of the girls showed up late, it says, can you edit if you want to give the odd amount to the other girl?
Um,
If one of the girls showed up late.
Right. If one of the girls showed up late, let me just see. I never really tried that from there because usually with the distribute, but you may be able to force it down yourself. So if we just do this, I'm just going to go ahead and do 5 and see if it will go ahead and let me go ahead and do 2, 2, or actually, let me just say, I'm going to give let's do 6. Okay, and so I want to do 3, 2, and 1. Just let me see if it will do it. So if I go ahead and submit it, so I think you can go ahead and do it. You manually change it in there. So yeah, it looks like it. So I'm just, because if you don't distribute it, then you can just submit it and you would just do it yourself from there. To answer your question, is there another question?
Here, there's another question.
Okay.
No, he just said great.
Oh, okay. So yeah, so you can do it that way. So that's how easy it is for that. Now, just again, if you did have your own booth that was not in eBudde that you were doing, you're just going to do that add transaction. You would just put in the date. So maybe Monday you had a family friend who had a business, so invited your troop there, and so a couple of your girls went there to it, and so this was going to be Billy's subs. Okay, so then you would just have to break down. So you would have to figure out again what cookies, the numbers of cookies that you were assigning there to each of the girls from it. And so you would have to put the money amount. And just one thing that I always do, if I can't figure out how much it is, like off the top of my head, if you click OK, it will show you how much it is. So when you click back, you edit it. So then you just put down that they paid the $81 because the booth, again, was paid that money from it. So for the 16 cookies, it's $81 there, and just click Save. Oh, I did forget one thing. You just want to make sure you do the check because it's going to count as a booth. So make sure you put that check in there and save it. Oh, of course it doesn't like me. Click OK first, then save. There you go. And so then that updates it. So that counts as a booth when it comes to the booth patch there for the girls to earn from it. So that's how you can do it if you had a booth that was not one of the ones that was an eBudde. Because I know this year we had a lot of troops who went out on their own to get some booths from friends and family businesses and approved by their service unit cookie managers. So that's how you would record those sales inside of eBudde there from it. So do we have any questions, more questions about booths recording the sales there?
No more questions.
Okay, so then we'll go ahead and move on and talk about gift of caring cookies and the hometown heroes. So gift of caring cookies, just so that you understand, gift of caring donation cookies is what we call the Counsels program. And so any cookies that are part of that GOC that comes into eBudde under GOC, we use Support the Troops and Feeding Tampa Bay to distribute those cookies out. And we may also use other places too. This past cookie season, we did the blood bank up in Marion County. We did some of the food pantries that they were doing food giveaways from you with United Way out in Polk County. So there's a lot of different ones that we also may help out too. But Support the Troops and Feeding Tampa Bay are our two main causes that we do give those Counsel gift of caring cookies. So gift of caring cookies, they're purchased in person or online. And so you just want to remember that any of them that are purchased online, that goes to the Counsel's gift of caring donation. Okay, so that's how it automatically feeds in there to it. So you just want to make sure that you understand that they're not the troops hometown heroes. That's the Counsel's program, that's how they're getting in as that donation cookie. And so you also just want to let people know that if they go to take the payment through digital cookie where they use the take customer payment key and they do a donation, that's still considered a gift of caring cookie, okay, because it's using that system from it. So it all goes to Counsel gift of caring, because not every council does hometown heroes for their troops or allows that. But just be aware of that. And then Counsel, again, will handle the delivery of the cookies there from it. Hometown heroes. Hometown heroes is where the troop decides to donate cookies to a local organization that they want to give to. So those cookies are going to come from the troop's physical inventory to be delivered to the hometown hero. And so the troop's responsible for delivery of their cookies to whatever chosen organization they want to. So please make sure that you understand that, because last year we had a couple people trying to, give us the cookies to take to different places, and we go, no, we only do to our certain ones. If your troops decides to do hometown heroes, then you're responsible for delivering those cookies to those organizations. If the troop does not have enough cookies in their troop inventory, the troop can order more cookies from the warehouse to supply them. So if you realize that you have a lot of cases that you would need right away because you want to try to get to some organizations quickly, then you would want to go ahead and order those. From the warehouse, those cases that you might need. You can wait till a little bit later in the season if you want, because a lot of times there's sometimes troops that will have those extra packages, or you may even have extra packages because you might say, well, I don't want to use any of the cookies I have for my booths right now from it. But at the end, you may have those extra ones that were not sold at the end, those $5 cookies that then you could go ahead and use as your hometown hero cookies. Or like we said, other troops may have ones that they didn't sell that you would transfer into your troop to do a troop to troop transfer of those $5 cookies so that they could be used for your hometown heroes. And so what I just want to show you is that in eBudde, you're going to enter the number of boxes for gift of caring or for hometown hero. And I'll just show you in the system here what we're talking about. So I just want to come out for a moment and just show you what the girls' orders here. So right now we do have some gift of caring in the system. It shows that we have 12 packages, 8 for Avery, 4 under our troop link there from it. And that's one of the things too, just be aware that that virtual link is going to be, the donation is going to be for gift of caring. That's going to be assigned through the council there from it. So if we have a girl, so we'll go ahead and do with Gemma here. So Gemma, she was going around neighborhood to try to sell some cookies, and the customer said they did not want to purchase any cookies. They wanted to go ahead and do cookies to the military. So they go, okay, no problem. We can do that through the council. That's the council gift of caring there from it. So then we could go ahead and put in today's date and GOC, and maybe that customer, he wanted to donate 2 packages. Okay, so 2 packages there would go under GOC, and so he paid his $10 to the girl, and so the girl turned in that money to you for the troop, and then we click OK and save it. And so what's going to happen is now in that GOC box, that's going to put 2 packages. So now she has 198 packages assigned to her there. And when we go out and look back in here, you'll see now that our total is 14. And so that increased our troop. So we have 707 cookies for our troop total there from it. Okay, so it would increase what we have into our troop order from it. Okay, because it's increasing our inventory. Now for Hometown Hero is a little bit different. Hometown Hero is for cookies that your troop would have. So be using out of their inventory. So when you do a hometown hero, so we would go ahead and put in, and we can say it was hometown hero. And you're not going to put in the variety of cookies. You're just going to put in the number there from it, because at the end, you're just going to use whatever $5 cookies that you have. So you're not going to say a specific amount there. So if we did 4 boxes and that customer paid $20 because maybe they wanted to support whatever organization you were donating to a homeless shelter, to a kid's home, whatever it might be. So 4 packages, $20, we click OK and we click save. It's going to add the 4, so she's still going to increase her 4 packages to 202 now, but here it's going to be just a little different. So now you're going to see the troop total for Hometown Hero is 12 packages, but the amount for our troop cookie order did not increase, okay? Because we're just using cookies that we already have in our inventory, they get counted in as that hometown hero there from it. So what happens at the end is that you'll see that the cookies that are assigned out to girls counts in the hometown hero, but they actually be left down here at the bottom as a difference from it. So I just want to kind of show you and to kind of talk about it here. Is that you just want to make sure that you don't assign a variety because you don't want it to try to count twice. Because if you assign the variety and as a hometown hero, then it's going to put it in twice to that girl when it's only getting one box of cookies from it. Okay, so it would look like it's getting counted twice for them. So you just need to make sure you also have inventory because the system won't let you assign cookies unless you have those cookies in your inventory. So that's why sometimes you might have to wait to your cupboard order or you do a troop to troop transfer into to get those cookies. So this is just kind of showing you a simplified version of that ordering for the hometown here. So this order here, we assigned the cookies for the 5 packages. That order that added up until 9 there from it. This troop had a total. This girl had 37 and this girl had 1, so a total of 38. So again, you'll see that the girls' totals, she has 38 packages under that difference. For this troop, their difference is a negative 38 because that matches the hometown hero. So they were just donating 38 packages of tag-alongs is what this troop did last year from it. So I was trying to show a very simplified view. So because sometimes you may be at the end where you might have, 1 package of lemon ups and 3 packages of trefoils and 4 packages of do-si-dos. So whatever it is, you would have those negatives, but it would just all total up. This troop just happened to be that they just did all tag-alongs as their donation. But you'll see here at the end of the season, you're going to be for your girl totals, you're assigning out all your cookies to what your troop order is. Okay, so that's those numbers should always match so that your difference is just showing you what you should have left for your hometown heroes there. Okay, so we've got everything else zeroed out there from it. So I think a question came in, so we'll stop here.
How
And
do you tell eBudde what the troop donation is for the type of cookie?
you don't, it's whatever you haven't assigned. So it's whatever, when you're going through and assigning cookies by variety, it would be whatever is left unassigned from it. So here it just ends up being the tags. So if I go back to the demo site here, 1 second. Oops, sorry. For right now, it'd be 12. It could be any of these 12 packages for the $5 cookies from it. So as my season goes through, right now I have 317 cookies. I would still be assigning cookies for all the booths and everything like that. So it would be whatever you have left. So if they're not assigned as being sold to the girl, for a booth sale or for girl delivery, whatever, it's going to be what you have left. So it should match your inventory of what you have left sitting as your troop inventory. That's where it's going to be. If you wanted to get a specific cookie, then you would have to make sure that you didn't assign that cookie to a girl. So that would be was what's left from it. So if you wanted to make sure that you had the Thin Mints or whatever it was that you wanted to donate, then you would have to make sure you didn't assign those as part of your inventory to girls. You would have to leave it unassigned.
So anything that is left over.
Any $5 cookie. The s'mores and the toffee, those are $6 cookies, and you're not being paid the $6, so the troop would have to eat the cost of that other dollar from it. So that's why you want to try to sell all your s'mores and toffees or put them on the cookie exchange to try to trade them away at the end of the season. You only want to donate your $5 cookies, really, because that's what you're being paid by the customer is a $5 donation.
How do you get the cookies to Counsel?
We're not taking them at Counsel. Okay, remember, Hometown Hero is for your organization. It's to you to deliver them for your troop. So your troop delivers Hometown Heroes. Gift of Caring, it's a virtual cookie. You don't see that cookie. That's why it's a separate column there from it. And those are taken care of by Counsel.
Another question.
Uh-huh.
Are you going to show us how to do the virtual booth in eBudde?
Yes. Uh-huh. So just the thing before we go to the virtual cookie link there, you just remember that cookies that are sold through the Gift of Caring can't be moved to Hometown Hero. That remember, you just want to make sure that anyone that you're doing, they're assigned to the girl. And remember, the Hometown Hero donations must be delivered by the troop there from it. And donated gift of caring Hometown Hero cookies do count as eligible purchases toward the Ford for More program. So even if they only bought the 4 packages, they still get that entry code there. So remember to give those out to a person, even if it was just the donation there from it. Okay, so now we're going to go ahead and do that troop virtual link. So remember, the troop virtual link is going to show up under as like a pseudo girl. It'll show the troop number site there. It is when they put the zip code in, it's found on the cookie finder for the customers, and they can purchase shipped or the GOC. So the Counsel gift of caring donation cookies only is what they get that choice of there from it. So what you're going to do is you just need to reassign the cookies by doing a negative transaction under the troop virtual girl link there from it. And then you would just do an add transaction to the girl. So I'm going to show you that in eBudde in the demo site here. So here's our troop. So I already had one down, sorry, from earlier. So here for Avery, so if the packages were a total of, here, let me just delete it real quick and we'll start over again. Okay, so we have a total of 26 packages. So we have the 3 girls. So we're figuring right now, I'm going to go ahead and give 8 packages away to each girl to divide it up. And then the leftover packages I may use to bump a girl to the next level if she's a few shy. Okay, so that's what a lot of times people do, is they just use those extra ones just to go ahead and get girls up to that next level there, you know, if they have them from it. So I would just go and be putting in the girl's name so I know who's getting the cookies. So I want to have that 6. I want to go ahead and do a -2 because I want to give every girl 2 of the gift of caring cookies there from it. So we want to do a total of 8 cookies. So that's 2 there. So I'm going to do 4, that's 6. Then do a -1 there and a -1 there. So I have my -8. So I'm going to go ahead and do the -$40 there. So I'm going to show that it's been paid. So it's taking the money out from this because it's taking the cookies away from it. So I'm going to save it. And then when I go to Avery, I'm going to go ahead and do an add transaction. So now I could say the date that I did it on today, and this, I'll say it was the virtual troop. So I know where those cookies came from. They're from it. Okay. And so just said that you can assign it as a booth there since it's that virtual booth link from it. So you can mark it off as a booth. And then we're going to go ahead and do 2 of the gift for caring, 4, I believe it was trefoils, and then 1 do-si-do and 1 Samoa. So we got that 40 or 8 packages, and that's $40 because it was paid already by the online customers. We're going to click OK and then save it. So you're just doing it like you would do an other booth or anything like that. You're just going to go ahead and assign it to them, and you're just moving those cookies from the girl, from the troop link girl as that negative over to the girl as a transaction from it. Okay, and again, if you didn't watch last week's cookie chat, because we did talk about negatives, because we did have a question about if you had a negative, like a girl returned cookies, or maybe didn't pick up cookies that you had already assigned in to them or something like that, you can do a negative transaction from it. So if we were saying that it was a troop return, or they didn't pick up, they swapped out cookies, they wanted to change the variety. So they go, oh, can we go ahead and bring back 4 of my Samoas there? So you would just do a -4 Samoas, and they took 4 Thin Mints from it. And so then you could click OK there and save it. So, because a lot of people do want to just make sure that their inventory always matches up to what they have. So that's what it is that they're not paying you more, nothing like that, but it's just that your inventory at the end would be showing you the correct numbers. It would balance out to it. Okay, I think we had a question.
Okay, hold on a second. Says thank you. Let me look.
Okay.
I don't see that question. Hold on. I'm sorry. It's kind of hard to see. No, it just says thank you.
Okay. But this again, I was just kind of, I made a slide here just so that you could kind of see that you would just do that negative, and then you would just again be moving it onto the girl from it. So you just always want to remove the payment with the cookies when you take it away from that virtual troop, and then just put it in there, record it with the payment there from it. So if there is no more questions, we're going to stay on for just a little bit longer, but I am just going to stop the recording. Ooh, just so that it makes a little bit shorter for us to put on there. Okay.